Was it? So I know it's. I think when the equaliser went in, you know, you saw their dugout response, and quite right, we'd have done the same. And then I looked across at SALA and one or two of the others with their heads down, but you know, I shouted at them, pricked up straight away, and we went again. You know, even at the end, we could have put that ball in the corner from the free kick, but hey ho, we got to get it in the box and, you know, have a go, because we said that the next few games are all winnable games, and you know, we worked on the tactics this week. I thought they were spot on, really. We knew that Southampton would come out the blocks, and we had to nullify their threats to start with and try and get into the second half, where there's bound to be a few more gaps, you know, because of the situation. You know, I would imagine, looking at the bookies this morning, we were, you know, 4-1 or something like that, so in a two-horse race. So, you know, nobody expected. But they are difficult games when you're playing against teams like us. We found the same against Huddersfield a few weeks ago. Everybody expected us to win it. And it's so much difficult to just turn a performance on.
You had an incredibly strong bench there. I'm not sure I've ever known a Cardiff City team.
I haven't either. I mean, all three contribute. I thought all three subs were brilliant today. Yeah. I think Ken's been like that for 3 weeks. He's been back to himself from last year. His eyes are bright. Victor couldn't have started today, but I asked him to come on, and he's made the goal as well as. And Ken, you know, looked really sharp. And Bakuna, I thought, just fitted in as if been there all bloody life with me, you know. So.
That's the SALA situation, kind of galvanised the whole dressing room.
Well, I don't honestly. The answer is I don't honestly know. I just feel that we have been. I mean, we've won 2 on the trot, but we should have won 3 on the trot. We should have beaten Arsenal. 19 shots and 2 or 3 open goals we missed. That was the first game after the tragedy. So the 3 games since the tragedy, we've been superb, really, and it was a fabulous lad, Emiliano. You know, when I met him, and and I think it's appropriate that we come down today with the black armbands on and put in a performance like that. You know, it could quite easily have folded, but we were determined today. And whilst we're limited, you can't question the character and what they've got under the shirts, my lads, because they've bags of heart, haven't they?
But because of SALA, and the answer's almost gone under the radar, you'd obviously landed him earlier. Again, he's more than played his part.
Oh, superb. Thought it was a bit sloppy the first 20 minutes. I had to give him a bit of a, you know, it's his first one for a few months, I think. So, but I thought it was a lot better second. You know, gave me that last 20 minutes, and the second half he did well, and you know, till he come off, and it was nice to see that, like you said, the substitutes. Well, I mean, we're going to still be odds-on favourites, but listen, we shouldn't have come up last year. That were a miss, whatever it were, with the bookies. Now we should only get 11 points, according to some pundits, you know, that know the game inside out. Then we should be, you know, adrift at Christmas, and we're not. So, you know, we keep surprising people. The only people we don't surprise are me and the fans. I think the fans. There's not going to be a better set of fans this rest of this season, because I've never heard anything. If we never won another point, they'd clap us off at the last game of the season. That's how it is at the minute. You can't, you know, it's great for the lads to know that you can make mistakes, but they're not going to get on the backs. It's great.
You know, how much did this club need a little bit of joy at the end there last week? Well,
I mean, you saw the response that I mean, the fans that keep pinching themselves, I think, because they can't believe, you know, the sort of. But I don't want to sell the lads too short, if I'm honest. Yeah, they've got loads of heart and commitment and character. But we've got some good players as well. You know, we've got some decent players at the club. And, you know, tactically we've got to be better than opponents, because we've got to be absolute spot on. Our lads have got to know what they're doing. You know, that's why it was a disappointment to lose the goal today as we did. But, you know, instead of closing shop up, you know, to come back and get the winner, I mean, that even made it even better. I was really pleased for the chairman, Mehmet Dalman. He was there today, and Ken Chu, and I looked at when we were coming off, and you know, they were quite emotional as well. It's been a hell of a. They've been super for me, dealing with everything off the field, and I just got on with dealing with what's, you know, on the field, really.
How were you pleased that you were right the last month?
I've had 40 years of it, son. Not the last month.
With what you've had to deal with, with all the stuff going on, so it must be good to have that football feeling, that last minute winner, that what you love about the game.
I mean, you know, when we talk, my missus and me talk, you can't replicate anywhere when you retire that feeling. When that final whistle goes or when the goal goes in, you just can't replicate it anywhere. So, I mean, it's been my life since I was 17 now, footballing and then managing. So the answer is I haven't got a clue really. It's quite frightening to think of what's going to happen, you know. But I'm going to enjoy every minute while I'm here, because I've never been loved as much as I am here, and it's a lovely feeling, and I feel I'm giving back what they're giving me, which is, you know, a chance. That's all they want, our lot, a chance. And we've always got a chance in most games, us.
Yeah, still well on Joe Rouse. He's got his fair share of criticism this season, but he's come really strong.
Outstanding, hasn't he? Last 3 games. Man of the match for me in all 3 games. He's one of them that you don't notice, really. He's a manager's player. I give him 9 out of 10 most days. But he'll always get a 6 in the papers because it's your role. Because he goes about his job without noticing him, really. An unsung hero. But there's a few of them, you know.
Another one, isn't he?
Patterson, I mean, moaning away at everything. You know, he's the biggest moaner I've ever known. But if he ain't moaning, there's something wrong. It's, you know, it's one of them. Where do you play him? He carried us up front for 3 months, and it's only when you see somebody like Niassi play, and then you see Ken come on and do what he does, that you realise how we've kept in that hunt for safety without a striker, really. And all credit to the lads, the rest of the lads, they've been amazing.
Don mentioned Joe Ross. What about Lee Peltier, who's another one of these unsung?
Yeah, I said to him on the pitch, wow, Pelts, we're in the Premier League, me and you. You know, you can't believe it, can you? And he know. I mean, you know, he nullified. We tried to, we set out to nullify Redmond, if I'm honest, and that was his job, Pelts. But after half an hour, it was a different game, really. We had to just concentrate on the situation. He didn't have to really man-mark him after that. He was whoever came into that, into that area.
What about Sylvain now? Because he has disappointed this season. Is this a chance for him to really kick on?
Well, I mean, he's going to have to first of all try and get in the team, because I think Bobby Reid's done well as well the last few weeks. I thought he was a little bit below par today, but he still worked hard. But it gave me a chance today. I thought, why not put 2 big, Ken on with Niassi till he run out of steam, and that's what we did. And it shows that you can play them both together if you have to. But it gives you another dimension, really, when you've got these options, like you say, on the bench. I've never known a bench like that, and the lads that we didn't bring on, my first sub at half time was going to be Murphy, and he never got on. So it just shows you how things change in 20 minutes.
What does this do psychologically, Neil, out of the relegation zone? And gives you such a springboard?
What does it do psychologically? It makes me sleep so much better in the next 10 days than I've ever slept for a long time. That's all I can tell you. Like I said, the pundits will still have us down, quite rightly so. But I think we've got a good group of lads that don't know when they're beaten, and it's a great quality to have at any level, even if it's the Premier League. It's if you have that quality at the Premier League level, you've got a chance, and the fans are, they're making our home games special as well. So I'm looking forward now. I think we're on television, aren't we? Is it week on Friday? The Watford game. That'll be I bet that's a sellout. It'll be amazing, really. Okay, thank you.